Hey guys, so today I'm going to do the A to Z Bookish Survey, which I thought I had already done, but I looked through all my videos and I haven't, and I think I realized the reason why I haven't, because I literally had to pull like a bunch of books and it took forever, so that's probably why. But we're just going to go ahead and jump right on into this. So, author you've read the most books from, and this might be a little surprising. Definitely Lisi Harrison. I've read like 25 books from her. I've read her entire Click series, which is 19 books total plus the prequel, and then I also have read her Monster High series. I've read all but the last one just because I've had a hard time finding it. And then I've read her Pretenders. I've read The Pretenders and The License to Spill, which is the sequel. I'm not sure if more books are coming out in that or not. I feel like it should, because License to Spill did not end at a good place, so there should be another one, but I don't know. But yeah, I've read so many of her books. So many. Oh, and I'm currently reading Alphas by her from the library, so I love me some Lisi Harrison. I read so many of her books. I've probably read almost all of her works because I'm just ridiculous. So Lisi Harrison is definitely my most read author. Best sequel ever, I'm going to go with God's Grave by Kristoff. This was fantastic. It was the best. I tabbed it up all tabbed because I'm obsessed. I love it so much. This series is fantastic, and it's killing me, and it's amazing, and it's everything, and I love it. And I'm so ready for the next book, which won't come out for another year, but I can hope and dream. So anyway, yeah, love this. Okay. The next one is C, currently reading, and that for me is The Great Pursuit by Wendy Higgins. I got the first one from the library and this one from the library. I really enjoyed the first one, and this is just a duology, so as soon as I'm done with this, like, it's over, which is kind of sad. But yeah, I'm almost 200 pages in, so I've only got about 300 more to go. I'm really hoping I can finish this today, which it's only like noon, so once I finish filming this video, I'm probably going to get into it again, and I really would like to just finish it today so I can start something else, but I'm like, I really like it, and I love Arity, and I love her sister Vixie. They are just so fantastic, and I love them, and I'm so excited, so yeah. Next one is drink of choice while reading, and that's either usually like water or I'm from Texas, and I really enjoy sweet tea. I mean like sweet ice cold tea. I don't like hot tea. Can't stand hot tea. I think it tastes so nasty and so bitter and like gross. But I love me some sweet cold tea. It's the best. That's probably like what I mainly drink when I'm reading. So yeah, that. Or cherry Coke. I love cherry Coke. Cherry Coke is the best thing. Quit! Sorry. My cat is like being a bad little person. So I gotta get him to stop. Oh my god. The next question is e-reader or physical book, and I definitely prefer physical books. I have been trying to use my e-reader more because I have a Kindle and I really want to use it more because I have a bunch of books on there, because I got books for like, $1.99 when they have those deals, books that are normally like $17.99, so I definitely want to use it more so that I can read those books. I have like This Savage Song on there, which I really want to read, and I got Hex Hall, and I have like Tiger Lily, and I have a bunch, so I really want to read those, so I really need to use my e-reader more, but I prefer physical books. The next one is fictional character you probably would have actually dated in high school. This is kind of like a weird answer. If he was real, Metamorphosis, his name is so hard to say, but the guy on the cover. He's so beautiful, and he actually is like, he's like from Wonderland. He's actually the caterpillar, but he like, that wasn't like his true form. Anyway, it's really confusing, but I wouldn't want to take him out of Wonderland, but if he, like, if it was like a type of thing with like how it was with him and Alyssa, like, he's probably one of my biggest bookish crush. I just love him so much. Like, oh my god, I love him so much. Also, like, Kaz Brecker, but like low-key Kaz Brecker would not be going to high school. So that's why he's not for my answer, but like Kaz Brecker, guys. I love Kaz Brecker. And like Inej. Like, yes. And for that matter, like Mia from Nevernight, like, hell yeah, like, yeah, so many. The next one is Glad You Gave This Book a Chance, and that's gonna be My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jodi Meadows. I remember when this came out, and I was pretty skeptical because the premise is really weird. Like, I'm all for the part of like the reimagining of Lady Jane, because she was only queen for 9 days, but they like completely take her history and like do something else with it. I was all for that, but then there's like this subplot that like people turn into animals, and I'm like this one guy turns into a horse, and I'm like, that's weird, and it's not the type of weird that I'm like usually all like, heck yeah. I was kind of like, ugh. I was skeptical because of that, but I'm so glad I gave this book a chance because it's so fantastic. It's like 5 billion out of 5 stars, and it's so good, and I still think about this book like to this day. So that's why it's like it was one of my top favorite books of last year, because I still think about it. Like, it's so good. It's so good. So yeah, I'm glad I gave it a chance. The next one is Hidden Gem Book, and for that I'm gonna be talking about Between Two Worlds by Emma Newman, which is the first book in the Split World series, which I adore. I've read the entire thing. It's so good, and nobody talks about this, I find, like, no one. And I was just at the bookstore one day, and I saw it, and I was like, I wonder what that's about. I read the back, and I was like, I'm gonna buy this. It sounds fantastic. It's like set in like Victorian England, but it's like in this place called the Nether, which is between like the Feyland and the regular world, which is called Mundagus, and it's got a talking gargoyle in it, and I'm just like, I'm sold. And it's so good. It's so good. You all should go read it, because the whole series is 5 out of 5 stars, and it's just fantastic, and I love it so much. Oh, and there's gonna be some stuff that like kind of makes you mad, like especially like for feminists and stuff, but I swear at the end, like, it makes sense. I don't want to spoil it, but like, these are such good books for that, and they're so good. Go read them. Okay, bye. The next one is important moment in your reading life. Definitely when I discovered BookTube, because I was still reading, but I wasn't reading as much as I had when I was a kid. Like, when I was a kid, I read every single day, and I would usually read a book in a day, because I was like really into AR points. Like, I still wish I could do AR points. Like, there's no point. I mean, I'm not even, like, I'm like, I'm graduated, like, I know, but like, I would love to still do AR, which sounds so weird, but I would love it, because I would feel accomplished. I'd feel like I was getting something. I don't know. I think it'd be fun, but yeah. But then I discovered and then when I discovered BookTube, I got really back into reading, and I got really excited, and I'm so happy I found BookTube, and I never even get in reading slumps anymore. Knock on wood, because I don't want to get in the reading slump, but because I make it a point to watch hours of BookTube videos before I even start reading for the day, because it just puts you in the mood to watch people talk about books and stuff. It's just like, oh, I want to read now, and so then you read, and it's fantastic. So that's how I read so much, and and that's an important moment in my reading life. Just finished Untamed by A.G. Howard. I finished this series like a year ago, and I've been putting off reading this, which this is like a novella bind-up that's got extra stories in it. The first one deals with Alyssa's parents. The second one I had already read. It's The Moth in the Mirror. That's like 1.5. I read it after I finished the first book, Splintered, because it was like a free ebook, but they just kind of put it in this. The last one was like the main one I was reading this for. It's called 6 Impossible Things, and it's all about her and Metamorphosis, like when they're having their eternal forever because they're immortal. And I cried. I'm gonna cry now because I love them together so much. And basically it was just it was so good. It was so good. I love it. So yeah, so fantastic, and I'm so happy I read it. And the font in this one is blue. That's the thing A.G. Howard does in all her books. All her books have colored font, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, real good. Kinds of books you won't read. I will not read horror because I am a scaredy cat. I don't like watching horror movies. I don't like hearing about horror anything. No. I will not read horror. I don't like it. And I'm just, nope. No horror for me. Longest book you've read, that's going to be Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which is actually my second favorite Harry Potter book after Prisoner of Azkaban. And this one is a whopping, how large are you? 870 pages. So, yeah, this is the biggest book I read. I thought Winter might have beaten it, but Winter's only like 820 pages, so Harry Potter still has it. Although when I do read the sequel to The Name of the Wind, The Wise Man's Fear, that's like literally 990 something pages. So it's going to beat it then, but for now, it's still this one. I'm running out of space to put the books. It's not working out real well. Major book hangover because of Malice by John Gwynne, the first book in the Faithful and the Fallen series. I remember when I read this, and I had a book hangover for days because I couldn't get over it, and it's like really dense and a really big story, so it took a lot out of me, and it just put me in a big hangover. But it's so worth it. These books are so damn good. They're just, love them. Number of bookcases you own. I own 4. There's 2 here. There's 1 over there, and then there's 1 in the bedroom, which is where like my favorite books, like my Harry Potter books and like the Lunar Chronicles, Sarah J. Maas books, all those books, those all live in the bedroom. And then also on the bottom shelf, I have like my movies and my video games. So I got 4 of them. And I still have space. Like that one over there isn't even close to full. I still have like 2 shelves that don't have anything on them. Well, right now one of them has my library books, but you know. And then one only has like half of it is filled, and there's like space in each of them. So yeah, I have room to grow, thankfully. One book you have read multiple times. What? I got confused because I couldn't figure out why I couldn't find the book that I was thinking about for this, but it's because it's just the answer's Harry Potter. Like, obviously I've read the Harry Potter books more than any other books, so Harry Potter. Preferred place to read, right where we're sitting. I'm on my Chase thing, and I would pick you up and show you guys, but all the books are like leaning against, and I don't want to make the pile go whoosh, because that would be bad. But it's like this Chase lounge chair, and it's right here in the sunroom, which gets really good light. And yeah, This is my favorite place to read. Even when the sun goes down, there's some lights that are like really, like the lighting in here is so good with the lights. They're fantastic. It just gives you this kind of mood, and so it's real great. It's a real great place. Quote that inspires you / gives you all the feels from a book you've read. Definitely, it's a quote from Harry Potter, and it's Ginny says it, and she's like, the thing about growing up with Fred and George is that you start to believe anything's possible if you have enough nerve. That quote gets me every single time. Because Fred and George are like my fave characters, and I can't with that quote. That quote is everything. So, yeah. The list went away. Okay. Reading regret. I'm trying to think. Do I have a reading regret? So I was thinking, and I don't think I actually have a reading regret. So we're just gonna skip that question because I don't think I have one. Series you started and need to finish. The Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. This is the 4th book, Blood Promise, which I still need to read. I read the first 3 books, love them, and I hated how book 3 ended. So I need to read book 4 because I just need to know, because I'm real upset. So this one. 3 of your all-time favorite books. Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I could reread this book forever, and I will always love it because it inspires me so much to go write my fan fiction, and it's just so much fun, and it's so good, and I love this book. And this is the collector's edition, and it's got the fan art in it. So pretty, so good. Yes. So yeah, this one. Next, Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Are you surprised? 'Cause I'm not. Love this series. It's so good, so great, and just obsessed. And the third one, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, because, like, what else am I gonna do? This is my favorite Harry Potter book of all time. This is Harry Potter's my favorite thing ever, and I can't. In the back, what you fear most is fear. Remus Lupin. This might change if J.K. Rowling ever decides to grace us with the beautiful blessing of a Marauders series. I'll die. If she does that, I will die. All I want in my life is a young Sirius Black. Is that too much to ask for? I don't think it is. These books are about to fall, and it's gonna get. You better not come over here. You're really annoying. My cat's being so today. Unapologetic fangirl for Harry Potter, as you just saw. Like, obviously. Very excited for this release more than all the others. I don't have any more releases really this year. I'm real excited for Falling Kingdoms, though. The 6th book supposed to come out December, not coming out till February. So, but that one I'm like dying. Worst bookish habit. Sometimes I end up not reading, and it really upsets me because like I really want to read, but like I said, I gotta watch a bunch of booktube videos, and sometimes I watch all of the videos and then it's time to go to bed or something, and I'm like, damn it. Or more than likely what usually happens is because I usually start watching booktube videos like pretty early in the day, and then as soon as I get done, like, I'm hungry because it's like lunchtime, and then I eat lunch, and then I need to watch more booktube videos to be able to read, because obviously it's it's a downward spiral sometimes. So yeah. X marks the spot. Pick the 27th book of your shelf. I did this one right here, right there. And the 27th book was The Assassin's Curse by Cassandra Rose Clark. Haven't read this yet. I read like the first chapter. It's real interesting. I really want to read it. It's pretty short. Can get through it quickly. It's got pirates. It's got assassins. It's definitely going to be a favorite book. Hold on. Sorry about the interruption. I had to go check the door and see what was happening. It's all good now. Your latest book purchase, The Iron Trial by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. I read this, I've already read it, but I purchased this right before we left to come here because I had some Amazon credit. I wanted to go ahead and use it while I still knew what my address was, because at the time I didn't know what this address was going to be, but now I do. But anyway, so this is my latest book purchase, and I won't be able to purchase any more books until I have some money, but I did start my new job, so hopefully soon, and then, lastly, finally, ZZ Snatcher Book, a book that kept you up too late. Honestly, I can't even remember the last book that kept me up really late, because I'll just go to bed. So, but yeah, so I can't even think of a book that kept me up really late. I haven't had one of those in a while, which is kind of sad, but what can you do? Also, I usually start reading like pretty early in the day, so I really don't have that problem. So yeah. But anyways, that's it. My cat has come to see me. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah, look. You're on the camera. Do you see yourself? This is my baby, and I love him so much. Okay, we're gonna go now. Catch you later.